Hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Filipino Adventures. First things first, the most important thing of the day. Oh, wait. Most important thing at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, cup of coffee. And I want to talk about a bunch of things today, so it's going to be rapid fire. We're going to do winging it today. We're going to go through about 10 topics, and hope you guys like this. Okay, guess what? I did some research. I see cars have reduced considerably in the United States of America. I've been watching a bunch of channels. There's one channel I'll give a good shout out to, Flying Wheels. Flying Wheels, a guy in New Hampshire, does a great job on buying cars. He buys cars for $400, $1,000, $1,500, and then resells them. And they're fairly decent cars. They range in age from 2000, 2002, 2005, all the way up. And he buys them at good prices. You can actually buy a $400 car right now in Daytona Beach, Florida, at the car place, at the auction, and resell it for, $3, $4, $5 grand. That's what they're doing. The guys are actually buying the cars. You can buy a car for $1,000 and resell them. I actually have a friend in Florida right now that's actually doing research for me and has found me a couple of cars for $400, $1,000, and they're good cars. I mean, under 50,000 miles. A van. They found a van, nice leather, nice van, and it's $1,000. So I was going to drag through it. Okay, over that. So, and I see that the housing market has changed considerably. So houses have reduced considerably. Also, I guess the bottom's fallen out of the housing market, which causes the RVs to bottom out, which eventually causes cars. But the thing of it is, you guys don't remember this. Some will remember this in the 80s. We went through a lot of troubles in the 80s. You guys remember that. The housing market fell, jobs, no jobs. It's a horrible time for millions of people. It's horrible times. There's over 6 million people right now homeless here in the Philippines. 6 million. Over 6 million. I forget the May statistics is over 6 million. The United States of America is 585,000. I looked this up on Google today. You look it up. 585,000 homeless. Compared to here, it's over 6 million. They manage here because people help other people and people help things. Where the States, everybody's to themselves and everybody just does their own thing. Many people help. Many people help what they can. But you know as well as I do, it's just tough in general. No matter where you are in the world, it's just tough. There's quite a few people moving from here back because the prices have decreased considerably. I just looked at an apartment there in DeLand, Florida, $500, 2-bedroom apartment. So there are deals coming around, and it's causing things to reduce considerably. So you're going to see those prices change considerably. Update here: school, as you know, they just got out of school first of the month, and they are doing their thing now. Open enrollment. You have to enroll now. We just got out of school. Where's the grades? Wait, I didn't get the grades. You got to go to enroll now? So Thursday of this week, or Friday, or whatever, Wednesday, or whatever, they got to enroll this week. Don't know. I don't know. So, you just never know. Things where I live, okay? And I'm sure you guys have been following number 3 or 4 on the list that I've been jibber-jabbing about. I'm sure you guys have been following Mr. Bud Brown, happy, excited there in the States. He's doing his thing. He's happy with his children, and that is kudos to him. Shout out to him. Shout out to Mr. Paul, Old Dog, New Tricks. Great channel. He's always had a great channel. He has a good following, a lot bigger than my channel. But I do want to do a shout out for him. He is thinking about taking baby May to the States. I say, go for it. I say, you do whatever you think is best for you and your family. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Doesn't matter the naysayers coming on and saying, hey, I don't think you need to take your wife there. It's horrible here in the States. It's so horrible. Well, you know what? So many people are going back and saying it's not horrible. And you'll have the naysayers say, well, this is bad, the politics is bad. I understand. Instead, the draining mentality of the future of the U.S. Well, you don't think that coming to a country like the Philippines is better than what it is in the States? Guys, you can't even go to town and buy something they had in stock this week that's there next week. You're in a country that it can't even keep the power on 24 hours a day. I had brownouts, 3 brownouts in the last 24 hours. They can't even keep internet on. So you're in a country that people are saying is great and fantastic, which it is. The beauty of the country, the people is just wonderful. You can't beat the people. People is what makes the country. You didn't have the people here, forget about it. They make it pleasurable. Because no problem, any problems you have, you can go to a Filipino and he'll make you smile. The thing of it is they're so used to calamities here, and they're so used to, where Americans not used to calamities. They're not used to having a power out. They're not used to having no food on the shelves in the store where they had it before. What do you mean you got 12 feet of sardines? Before it was a can of tuna here. No, well, we don't have that brand anymore. It's moved to the other side of the store. And we only had 6 cans. So I went there and tried to can't get Starkist tuna anymore. So you buy it all when you see it, and you keep it and hoard it up. You be a hoarder. The thing of it is that what the true difference, people will tell you, the big difference about the Philippines is this, compared to the USA. I love it here. You can live cheaply here. You can do this, you can do that. There are pitfalls in that. Healthcare is an issue. You can't get insurance 65 plus, and even if you have insurance, doesn't mean they're going to take it. I talked to a gentleman at United Healthcare. He said, "Yeah, we're not really we're having a problem here in the Philippines." United Healthcare, because of what's going on in the market in the United States of America, is having a problem. So's Aetna, so's Russell, so's Blue Cross and Blue Shield, so's Wells Fargo, so's AT&T, so's T-Mobile. A lot of companies that are based in the United States have call centers here. There's more employees here in United Healthcare than it is in USA. The same thing with Wells Fargo. The Wells Fargo building has more employees here than they do with all the banks and all the services they have in the United States. Now why? Because of the call centers. Most of the call centers are packed. I have family in Wells Fargo. I have family in AT&T Dish. I have family in United Healthcare. I have family in Aetna. So how I get this information is all my family members work there. They work at the call centers. They're either a manager or a district manager or a manager in these call centers, and they're saying that because they're laying off there, they're laying off here. So a lot of companies you're going to find here in the next 6 months, a year, whatever affects there is going to be 10 times worse here. That's it. Bottom line. So whatever, if they lay off 100 there, they're going to have to lay off 500 here. Why? Well, because even though they're paying 1/3 of the salary, 1/8 of the salary, you're not going to need all these people to handle the problems. In fact, the guy at United, my family, my birthday, everybody was here on my birthday. They were telling me, yeah, it's really sad. We sat all night, didn't even have a call. And I said, we're in the appeal center, and we appeal, meaning somebody says need an MRI, and we go and say, okay, get the doctor's papers and this, and they do, and they approve it or disapprove it and things like that. But anyway, they said they're doing this a lot of times because it's changing. Because here it's changed completely. And meaning what has changed is the insurance itself has changed. Some accept the hospitals, accept insurance, some don't. Filipino always has insurance, except Philly Health, but it only pays 10 to 20% of the bill, and you have to foot the rest of that yourself financially. So when you go in the hospital, you have to have that card. So that is one of the things that's happening. As the car industry is reducing and the economy and things like that, people are starting not buying all the things that they had before and had all the things that they had. TV just popped on weird. So you find yourself in that situation that things may be okay here, but be prepared. If it falters there, it's going to falter here more. They're talking about shipping, how much shipping out of China, and the shipping itself has reduced considerably. One of the main companies, Seaboard, has been here for, I don't know, since the 50s and 60s. I just went belly up. Thousands and thousands of poor Filipino lost their jobs, and so did many, many Chinese lost their jobs in the country there. It's just the way it is. And so you've got to kind of be prepared for it. And shout out to a friend of mine, is Flying Wheels. He has a car lot in New Hampshire. Does a great job selling cars. You buy a car now for $400, $500 in Florida, and sell it. And the cars are decent cars. Some are newer cars, 18, 19, 20, 21, that you can buy for $2,000 and either resell them or do it. And he's a dealer, and he takes those cars and resells them for 3, 4, 5 grand, whatever he thinks he can get out of them, and whatever the market will bear. You understand how that is. But yeah, cars are going for $400. A friend of mine called me the other day. He's a broker and dealer, and he was telling me that you can actually buy cars now at the car lot, repos and cars themselves. Repos are tore up. Don't buy a repo. But he said you can actually buy a newer car, used car, or from a dealer that's getting rid of the inventories, pushing them out because they know what's coming. They're pushing them out like crazy. And $400, $500, a nice car. They had a nice van, 2018, under 50,000 miles. It went for $1,000, and no wear and tear, no nothing. Check the oil's fine, struts, brakes, everything, aircon works, everything works, DVDs work, all in good shape for $1,000. So be kind of prepared for that. And reason why I get my feelers out there, I start grabbing everybody. I've always been a person, just like I do here in the Philippines. I have 23 people that came from me, that came here before me, is what I meant to say, and lived here and been here and still living here. A lot have gone back to the States, but some are still in Naga and Cebu and Duma and Bohol and all over. And they give me updates, and they give me what's going on in their world, because we have conference calls and we talk and chit chat about what's going on, what's happening. We call it our coffee time, where we chit chat for an hour or so, and everybody only has just a minute or two to talk. Because if not, it would go on for hours and hours. All the guys get on there because everybody has to tell their story, and just like we do here on YouTube for an hour, right? But I wanted to do this video. It's really kind of an update. There's 3 or 4 more topics I wanted to get into, but I don't know, if I should. It's a minute. This is only 12 minutes long already. Maybe I should stop it now and bring up another video another time. But I want to thank everybody for always watching my videos. If you guys have any questions or comments or want me to do a video on a certain thing, let me know. But I want to tell you guys about this. This is really eye-opener for me, what's going on right now. And in some cases, it's really bad. Economy's bad. It's going to start hurting a lot of people. But in some cases, it needs to break the bubble. You can't tell me that a truck is worth $45,000. Are you kidding me? How about an RV? $375,000. A box, aluminum box on wheels. Are you kidding me? With a motor in it, right? You're kidding? So what? It has marble floors in it. You can buy marble here. You can buy marble down here for 50 cents for 24 inches. So it's like that bubble needed to be bursting. Everybody was on their high horse. So the manufacturers of the RVs have stopped producing. Well, yeah, I would have stopped producing a year ago and sold what I had, because what's going to happen now, you're going to be in financial trouble because you spent all your money. Everybody sees this coming. Everybody saw this coming a year ago. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time.